It looks like we up and running, family. I don't know. It looks so. If it is so, yeah, it looks that way. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Wazira Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Greetings, each and every one out there in cyborg space. Welcome to another episode of Politically Incorrect, where we get it correct. Y'all already know it's that kind of time. And yes, it looks like we up and running. Yeah, it looks like we up and running. Yes, first of all, let me just say, pardon the whole hiccup on the other night was Wednesday. Y'all already know how it is on the battlefield. So, had a close one yesterday. Jah put an angel over me. Be strong. All of for meditation. One day things must get better. Yeah, so that's what's going on, family. Things must get better. Boy, Digicel here. One of these nights I can do a special on Digicel though. One of these nights I can do a special. One of these nights. Not yet though. Not yet. Soon and very soon. Anyhow, give time. Yeah, I see it. I can see it now. Yeah, we up and running. Yeah, we up and running. I can see it now. Yeah, so tell a friend, family. Tonight gonna be packed with a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, a lot of information. You're gonna definitely need a pen. You're gonna definitely need to be screenshotting your stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna have to hit the ground running. We gotta squeeze everything within the time frame that I see right in front of me here. So go tell a friend to tell a friend. In the meantime, let me just say to those who are observing the day as a day of the Sabbath, Shabbat Shalom, to all those Hebrew Israelites, folks observing the Sabbath. Assalamu alaikum to the Islamic community. Hotep Ashe to my conscious crew. Y'all already know. Namaste. To the brothers and sisters and Krishna. And without question, it is already Rastafari to the brethren and the sisters. To everybody else, love and light. Love and light. Yeah, so we up and running, man. So before we get too comfortable, I'm going to drop a little tune. Go tell a friend to tell a friend. I have a lot of stuff, and you do not want to miss. I have a special feature. Some of y'all might have seen it already. There's a particular documentary that's out right now, and there's a big question that's being asked. So we got to answer the question. But in addition to that question, and I'll tell you the question, by the way, the question is, what is a woman? That sounds strange, right? What is a woman? And I definitely got to shout out the elder, the Duke on this and the sister. Give thanks for the link and the information. As always, we just, one candle lights another and another and another and doesn't lose its strength. You know what I mean? We passing this torch on. That's what's up. So give thanks to all those who paved the way prior to us coming and that's walking in those footsteps and coming to the fork and going straight, charting our own course. But definitely stick around. But the herd is moving, family. The herd is moving. I hope you heard that the herd is moving. Is Barbados going to be the next herd that moves? Is the question. So go tell a friend. I got like 2 minutes to play 2 different tunes, man. I don't even know. I can left out that other tune. I can stick to my original script, man, and play this particular tune here, man. I can play this tune here, man. The realest song, man. This is a prayer to the Father. A prayer to the Father, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This look like Spanish. Yes. Yes. Easy. Guide us every day, Father. Bilingual now, man.
Let's guide and protect, yeah. Well, Father, the strength I'm gonna take for bad mind and another man. Well, me use the strength and try find a better plan. The time me take a wish me to have somebody life. Help me free my own life and try to set it right, yeah. Me no want to bring nobody for them links. Help me to go out, they go look me one of things. And I'm not perfect, I'm just someone that's why me call and you have to keep me strong, Father.
Before me mind get mad,
better you flip it through and make me mind get mad.
Work hard every day.
Achieve me goal.
Don't grab nobody for them own.
Keep bad mind out of my heart.
Keep bad mind from your heart.
Negative out of my thoughts.
Negative out your thoughts.
It's easy to free the wrong.
It easy.
He's guide me every day.
But let the Father guide you every day.
Mind out of my heart.
Yes.
Out of my thoughts. Most I bless me, yeah. Guide and protect me. Yo, Jaja, no make me bad mind at the finish Gaza.
Real
bad
thing.
Mind killer for the range.
Real thing.
Make me bad mind being for the grabber. Jaja, please don't make me bad mind nobody.
Not a soul.
Make me bad mind flip up for the blasting.
Not a soul.
Bring the ticket chip for the club.
Not none of these lawyers needed.
The angel for the store. Just protect me forevermore.
Every time you look wrong, right?
Before my mind gets bad.
Every time you look wrong, right?
Don't make me mind get mad. Make me fucking work hard every day. Be achieve me goal.
Don't judge the lawyer for them own.
Don't
Don't grudge a lawyer. Nor a politician.
Easy to free the wrong way, so Jaja, please guide me every day.
That's right.
Most I bless me, bless me, guide and protect me. Well, Father, me give thanks in life as me wake up, cause of you make it still a quad. And even when me day not turn out like me want it to, me give thanks and you move on.
Give thanks and move on, man. Give thanks and move on.
Jaja elevate me and make me a better man. Help me to overstand. Before my mind gets mad, better you flip it down and make my mind get mad.
Don't flip the mind, man. Don't grudge nobody for them own.
Before my mind gets mad, better you flip it down and make my mind get mad. Work hard every day to achieve me goal.
Work every day to achieve your goals, man. Yes. Yes. Shout out to you too. Jacqueline, I see you. I see you, Phil. Isis. Guide and protect us, family. Sony, I see you. Airy Fairy, you don't know what time it is. Yeah, and I saw you. I saw you. That's right. For the youths, man. For the youths, for the youths, for the youths. Real thing, family. Real thing, real thing. Positive vibes all the while, man. Before my mind get mad, better flip it wrong. I met me get mad. Work every day. Achieve my own. Don't grudge nobody for them own. No grudge minded here. None. Child, yo, y'all don't even know. Listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all tonight. Go, look, if you and your favorite cheer, if you're driving on the road on your way home, listening to Politically Incorrect, you might want to pull over. I'm telling you, pull over. Don't risk driving and listen to this tonight. I'm telling you, you liable to press gas, man. It about to be on and popping. I kid you not. Kid you not. Tonight, we going to touch some things, man. Bertram, Rastafari, I see you. Ricardo, I see you too. Telma, listen, give thanks for the, you know what happened. Just give thanks. Leave it at that. Give thanks. Give thanks, family. Yeah, we back. We back. We back. We in the building, man. We in the building, man. We in the building. Woo! Energy can done, man. Listen, I going to say this tonight, but we're going to touch on it next week. So the first thing you want to write down is this. We'll get a pen. Piece of paper. Well, napkin. And write this down. The Black Tudors. By the way, shout out to Johnny, well, the Tudor family. And, you know, we know they're still probably mourning the passing of Johnny. And I know Johnny would have been a man that don't want nobody crying over him. I mean, I don't know him that well, but I know enough to know that he wouldn't want nobody crying over him. So, again, more strength to the family. You know, And like I said, go look that up, the Black Tutors. Yeah, go write that down. Do some homework on that. And we're gonna have some revelations next week. We getting deep into this thing, family. This onion getting, oh man, layers and layers and layers. Layers and layers and layers. Where do we start tonight, though, man? I mean, where do we start tonight? I have so many angles I can pull this thing from. It's like, where do I start? Ugh. All right. I think the best place to start is at the beginning. Yeah? At the beginning. Is Barbados the next herd to be moved? I guess everybody knows by now what happened basically in England. Yes, the Prime Minister of England has stepped down. I think that's pretty straightforward, right? I wanted to play a brief part of the clip, not the whole thing. Just a quick part of this thing, and just to kind of, I don't know, just to set the stage really, because here in Barbados, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, right? But notice lately, I mean, especially lately, you've seen a lot of these lawyers being held accountable, which is funny because there's a lot more lawyers that are not being held accountable. So you got to really wonder what's going on in the Bar Association of Barbados. I mean, after all, they're allowing some of their own to be tossed onto the bus. And yet, while doing so, they're turning a blind eye to others. Is it a case where those who stole, or well, I can't say alleged because some did confess, but is it a case where those who stole did not pay in a percentage? Kind of make you wonder, like you all didn't pay your dues. You took how much? Well, you only tell me you took 100,000. Now we're hearing this X, Y, and Z. No, you're short change. So no, you got to get tossed out. Or is it a case where, they protect some and, discard some? Like you shipping 20 containers of cocaine. So you decide to give the police one container. That one container was packed specially just for the bus, the raid. You throw a couple guns in that, don't work. A couple kilos of old marijuana or whatever, and some cut basic cocaine or whatever. Mix it up with some flour and sugar. So that's the one they get to find. It looks good for the media. It looks like they're doing their job. But what you don't see is the 19 containers that coming through. So you catch the one container, police have their biggest seize for the year. Oh my God, they custom, they doing their job. But yet the 19 just drive right by the police, ripping open the container. And I'm just saying, man. So lawyers are being thrown under the bus. So here's a question. So Boris Johnson and his whole crew, or at least he thought it was his crew that was backing him, decided to pull a coup on him, and folks started resigning right behind him like, nah, though, I ain't supporting you on this because I see where this is going. So rather than go down with his ship, we jump in ship. So he had no choice but to resign. Having said that, I said that to say that Mr. Wilfred Abraham, the mixture, the two bloodlines. Yes, Wilfred resign is the question. Wilfred resign is the question. Wilfred resign? The question is, will he resign? Well, I'm calling on the staff members, right, of the GIS, of his office, and any other affiliated ministry that has to deal with homeland security to start to think about your future and your career, because by virtue y'all sitting there collecting a salary and don't want to do nothing and say nothing, at some point this table going to turn. And I really can't, I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me just go ahead and play this clip first, man. I ain't even going to stick it up. I ain't going to stick it up. We're going to start at the beginning. We're going to start. Will Fred resign? You see, all you need is to get a crack. See, water just needs to find one crack in the dam. Just one. Water doesn't got to wait till it is announced or the gate open or a big hole. Water only has to find one crack. Well, allow me to introduce the crack in tonight's dam. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me go ahead and put the mic on. Let me do the full screen. Let me do this full screen. 7-day deadline. Do y'all remember the 7-day deadline? Today is the 8th of July. And of course, the ego is a funny thing because I would know for a fact, you know, the brother ego, he would tell himself, nobody can give me the deadline. Nobody can give me no deadline. I is the man in charge. I is Wilfred. So I can't do deadlines. But guess what? You had a deadline before and you were given an extension and 7 days to respond to the public of Barbados. Now, I don't know if the man said anything. So please, somebody, stop me from embarrassing myself if I missed it because I wasn't looking for it, quite frankly. So please stop me from, speaking out of turn. If he did come on and speak about the situation at JS, somebody please do let me know. But to my knowledge, nothing was said. Will Fred resign? Period. Is the Japan Prime Minister dead? I don't know. I ain't get there yet. Give me a minute, Cooley. We'll find out in a second. ISIS, get on that for me. But here's the plan, though. Let me just drop this real quick, and let it be known, man. Let me just go ahead and drop this. Sister right here, Tempu, had a message for the minister. Let's hear it.
The Women in Action Network has given government a 7-day deadline to produce what they say is a promised departmental inquiry on the government industrial school. During a press conference this morning, the spokesperson for the group said that the Minister of Home Affairs had given an undertaking that the report would be available by June 15.
We want to ask the minister to keep it very real. We are busy women. We have businesses to run. We have children to see about, families and communities to care for. Do not bring back any report that does not substantially address the physical and sexual abuse allegations made by those girls, nor a report that does not speak to the involvement of the staff of GIS in incidences of abuse. If you do, you will force us to ask direct questions about acts allegedly committed by hardback men and women who were supposed to be protecting our children. We are pleased with your statement that the report will be coming soon. You have the opportunity to make any revisions to ensure it covers the critical areas mentioned.
She said that the group will continue pressing for change.
All right. She said the group will continue pressing for change. I hope y'all were listening. She said, if you don't, you will force us. Wait, hold on, man. I know y'all might have missed that. Let me just go back there real quick.
Of the staff of GIS address the physical and sexual abuse allegations made by those girls, nor a report that does not speak to the involvement of the staff of GIS in incidences of abuse. If you do, you will force us to ask direct questions about acts allegedly committed by hardback men and women who were supposed to be protecting our children.
She said, if you don't force us to ask direct questions about allegations about hardback men and women that were supposed to be protecting the children in incidents and allegations of sexual and physical abuse, especially the sexual. So don't force us to answer them direct questions. That's quite interesting. So understand that there's more in the mortar than the pestle. That's the old time saying, right? The mortar and pestle, something like that. Don't hold me to it. Yeah, but with a report, bro. Abram, Wilfred, you see, you feel this is a joke. Look, Wilfred, look, man. I don't normally do this. Let me just do this real quick as a sidebar. This is directly to you. I hope somebody could clip this and send it. If you can't stomach to watch the whole program, catch this part. You realize, right, that the prime servant in England, Boris the Bulldog Johnson, had to resign? You realize that there's power enough pressure on the people that make this man step down? You realize that? You trying to suggest to us in Barbados that, one, we don't have that kind of clout, or two, you bigger than Johnson? I don't know about your Johnson and Johnson, but I know that, you know, you in for a rude awakening, man. You think them the women in action playing? You think they playing, right? All right. You might need hold on to your seat, family. Hold on to your seat. I'm telling you, man, he think this is a joke. They made Boris step aside. They have a plan for all children, family, and it is nothing pretty. Nothing pretty. As a matter of fact, let me just jump right into part 2, because the reality fact is they've been had a plan for our family, and the truth and the fact is they don't have our children's interests at heart. They never did. Never did. And to prove it, let me show you something real quick. Let me go to it real quick. Where is it? Is this it? Is this it? No, this is not it. Where did that go? Yeah, here we go. Well, let me go forward first. Let me do this one first. This cat right here. All right. Let me go and share this video here too. I'm gonna skip this guy. We're gonna get back to him though. But we're gonna touch on this one real quick. We're gonna touch on this one real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to him. Don't get me wrong. I definitely gonna get back to this guy. He out there creating more parks. Maybe I won't even get back to him. I don't even think he's worth the earplay, quite frankly. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to do that. I mean, not even. He out there creating another park somewhere down St. James, always cutting on bush, creating parks. Our former minister of youth, who did nothing for the youth. But he's good at farming, though. I heard he's good with animals, livestock. That's an inside joke, Ford. You know what I'm talking about. But let me go and play this part real quick. Hang on.
Disastrous.
All systems are go for the finals of the Scotiabank Junior Calypso Monarch Final.
All systems are go for the Junior Calypso Monarch, sponsored by Scotiabank. Let me say this now, family. I'm going to say this right now. I ain't promoting nothing here by doing this, but let me say this. Pretty boy Floyd, no comment. Scotiabank, right, family? I'm going to say this, man. Scotia ain't going to like it. If you have an account at Scotiabank, I'm not promoting anything here. Go get your money, family. Go get your money out of Scotiabank. I could say all the banks, yes, one step at a time. As far as what to do with the money, well, today's Friday and you can't go anywhere right now. It's a weekend, so you do some planning in your head. And Monday, I promise you, I will tell you where to put that money. But if you got a bank account at Scotia, shut it off. Let me tell you why. I want you to listen very carefully to what Scotiabank is promoting. Not that they're all not doing it, but since Scotia want to jump out there first, well, if you have 100 snakes rushing at you and they're all in a line, it don't make sense trying to skip the one up front and trying to get to the one behind. Deal with the issue in front of you. Right now, Scotia stepped up. Let me deal with Scotia. Listen to this very carefully. Listen to this right here with, what they say? A grain of salt. Listen carefully.
Finals, where contestants will vie for 2 titles, the Calypso or Soca, on Saturday, July 16. Today, Scotiabank handed over a $72,000 sponsorship check to the CEO of the National Cultural Foundation, Carol Roberts Reefer.
Okay, hold on. They hand over the $72,000 check to the lady that was asking for the bashment soca for the juniors. Y'all remember that? The bashment soca, but because the bashment part didn't come, they didn't quite get off the way they wanted it to. So they had to kind of pull back. But Scotia is supporting all this initiative. But listen carefully to what this woman has to say. As a matter of fact, she needs to resign too. That's another name on the list. Hope y'all keeping the list. Listen to what she had the audacity to say. I mean, I couldn't believe this when I heard it. I could not. Look, man, when I heard this, right, listen, man, if you have children right now, if you have children, tune into this. You have a friend that have children, tune into this. And let me just do a little in-house laundry real quick. Folks keep telling me lately they're not seeing the links to the show, the platform, the broadcast, they're not seeing it. Listen to me very carefully. Take a minute right now. Let me go through this. I can't even share the screen. Take a minute right now to, if you're on YouTube, click on the subscribe button. If you have not yet subscribed, click on the subscribe button if you have not yet done so. If you have done so, the next thing to do is next to the subscribe button, there's a what you call it, a little link, a little bell-like shape. Click on the bell, and click all in order to get the what you call it, the notifications. All right. Once you click all, then all notifications should come to you. If you're on Facebook, whether you're on my personal page or you're on Politically In-Correct page, and you click like, well, maybe not my own page, maybe not my own page, but if you're on Politically Incorrect platform, the page, go on the Facebook page for Politically Incorrect, click on the like, I think click on notifications, and then click again all, and not let Facebook choose, because they're going to filter what you see because the algorithms, whatever they call that, however they do it, they choose. Because a lot of folks keep telling me they're not seeing it. Good night to you too, Dominica. Dominica in the building. Elder Charles in the building. But go ahead and do that right now if you have not done so. All right. But back to this here. Listen carefully to what this woman is about to say. I couldn't believe it.
Roberts Reefer says Barbadians can expect a keen competition, which was expanded this year to include bashment soca. There was, however, only one entry in the genre, and it has since been shelved. Roberts Reefer says it's time for Barbadians to engage in some tough conversations.
It is important that we listen to what our children are saying in the language and the rhythm and the beats in which they are saying them. It is only by exposing ourselves, uncomfortable as it may be at times or not, that we know what they're thinking, we know what they're saying, and therefore we can chart a path towards true, wholesome, and fulfilling development. It must be done.
It must be done. Hold on a second. It's time for Barb. Let me rewind this a bit here, man. Hold on. Let me rewind this a bit here, man.
It is only by exposing ourselves, uncomfortable as it may be at times or not.
As uncomfortable as it might be at times, it is time we expose ourselves. Okay.
That we know what they're thinking.
That we know what they're thinking.
We know what they're saying.
We know what they're saying.
Therefore, we can chart a path towards true, wholesome, and fulfilling development.
So we could chart a path for wholesome and fulfilling what we said. Hold on, what was that part?
What they're thinking, we know what they're saying, and therefore we can chart a path towards true, wholesome, and fulfilling development.
I knew she said fulfilling. Wholesome and fulfilling development in bashment soca. But bashment soca is about basically sex, gyrating on women and men. Okay. So we to allow our children to have wholesome and fulfilling. Now, hold on a minute. Forgive me, because my grandmother raised me. I mean, I was raised by my mom. My grandmother was a very major part of my life. So I got that grand old school soul thing, principle thing going on. So help me here. I ain't really new age. Is it me or there's something wrong with what she just said? Because I am almost sure I just heard her say we need to allow our children to express themselves in a sexual manner at an early age, because after all, you know, we could then chart them in a more fulfilling way. Is it me, or maybe I'm interpreting that wrong? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. So let me skip that. Maybe it's me. Maybe she didn't mean any harm by that. I might be reading in too much. Let me see what else she says. So hold on a second.
development. It must be done. And we know that with commitments like that of Scotiabank, that we will do it to the betterment of our young people and to the betterment of our nation.
Regional. Okay, with people like Scotiabank behind it, so Scotiabank fund. So in other words, Scotiabank is funding these pedophiles. You know, wait, hold on a minute, man. I am almost sure. Wait, hold on a minute. So Scotiabank is funding the pedophiles because they're pedophiles. There's no else to say it. You want to see, and first of all, if they're gonna be singing bashment, I am sure they're gonna have dancing and dancers too. I am sure. I mean, after all, we want to have them express their creativity about their sexuality extremely early for your sexuality and pleasure and your sick, sadistic manner. That's what you want. That's what you're already craving, right? To see a bunch of young people go down when you go down. Okay, look, man. It's a business they want to get into. All right. The mere fact you want to induce children into bashment, they have no regards for our children. None. Absolutely no regards. I mean, none. So, realizing this, right, family, it means that, again, like I said, and I said it before, if we don't do something to make a difference in this whole situation, we done. If we don't do what we have to do, I mean, literally, if we don't get up and make this thing happen, family, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I think it's hinged on us right now. Okay, I see you, brother. Greetings to you too. Man, look, family, let me go and show you this thing, man. Let me show you where this is going. This is where I was going with this, because I am sure she just said that. This was in the news, by the way. Well, let me put the link up so y'all can go and watch this in case I am reading into it. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Let me copy this. Let me put this in the chat real quick. Hang on. Let me post this link real quick here. Bam. All right. So I posted the link in the chat. Y'all can go watch it. And pray tell, please, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I, because I a little old school. So maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. So let me put this on vibrate. Otherwise, it's going to keep happening. Yeah, maybe it's me, man. The old school thing. Well, I thought it was me, but it isn't me. Remember the question I asked y'all earlier? Will Barbados be the next herd? Well, guess what? I hope y'all heard, right? But there's some stuff going on here. Let me find the link, man. Hold on. Let me go and pull this up. Is that it? Is this the one? Let me pull this one up first. Remember the question I asked y'all earlier, family? Now, a few months ago, there was this big issue in North America. They were trying to pick a new judge. And everybody was fussy because, after all, it was a black woman. And the minute black folk see black folk get excited about black folk, especially when black folk get a position that white folk normally had and dominate and black folk wasn't allowed to have. Well, unfortunately, this is not one of those situations. As a matter of fact, I would even go as far as saying, I don't know if we really grasp the magnitude of what really happened, because we might have overlooked something we should have paid very close attention to. And this is why people like that other sister just now could say the things she's saying in relation to Scotiabank. Give a listen to this real quick. Give a listen.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. In the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee asked Joe Biden's Supreme Court nominee, Ketanji Jackson, which should have been the easiest question ever posed. Can you define what a woman is? Now imagine, put yourself in her position and imagine how relieved Jackson must have been when she heard that question. Here she stayed up all night trying to memorize obscure case law from the 19th century and court precedent. And when she finally gets to the hearing room, all the Republicans want is a recap of day one of 9th grade biology. What's a woman? For a world-famous scholar like Ketanji Jackson, that should have been effortless. Talk about slow and steady right down the plate. A woman? Jackson might have said, looking incredulous. That's simple. A woman is a human being with 2 X chromosomes. Ask any geneticist. It's detectable in a blood test.
Yes.
But if you're still confused by what a woman is, you can ask a doctor. Women have wider pelvises and different bone structures from men, not to mention very different genitalia. It's usually pretty obvious they're women just by looking at them. Women are built differently because their bodies are designed to do different things. Nature is real. Women menstruate, women give birth and then breastfeed. Men do not do these things.
None of these
because
things.
They can't.
None.
Not a single man in all human history has ever had his period or delivered a baby. And I know this, Senator, because I'm a woman myself. In fact, that's why I'm here. Joe Biden nominated me to the Supreme Court because I am female, and he has said so himself many times. The president knows exactly what a woman is. If he didn't know, he wouldn't have picked me, obviously. So please, Senator Blackburn, do not waste my time. With all respect, that is an incredibly stupid question.
Right.
Imagine if she said that. What an answer that would have been.
Imagine.
Do you know a single person who wouldn't have cheered? We would have. Honesty is a wonderful thing to watch, no matter where it comes from. But that is not what Ketanji Jackson said.
Nope.
Here was her actual answer.
Can you provide a definition?
Before I play this, family, before I really play this, I remember when this first came on and I glossed right through it like, that's a bit crazy. And we never took notice of it. But think about it for a second. This is crazy. When you think about it, this is a woman answering a question about what is a woman. But there's a reason why what happens next. And before I spoil it, I'll play it. I want you to pay attention because right after this, I'm gonna share something with you that's very crucial. Give a listen, family. Let me pull this up real quick.
Here was her actual answer.
Listen.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
She says, no, I can't. This is a judge, a supreme. Look, man, you cannot make this stuff up.
You can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So
I'm
you
not a
believe the meaning
biologist.
of-
Oh, I'm not a biologist. You following this? So only a biologist is allowed to tell you what a woman is. And Ketanji Jackson, incredibly impressive as they tell us she is not, she just reminded us, a biologist. Not that it would make any difference if she were a biologist, because no one in the Democratic Party cares what biologists think about biological sex. Biologists have been banned along with the lady who writes Harry Potter novels. In 2022, the power of science and literature crumble in the face of the trans lobby. So actually, Ketanji Jackson's academic credentials are not strictly speaking all that relevant here. But still, pause for a second and marinate in the awe-inspiring stupidity of her answer. What's a woman? I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
Wow. I don't know. I can't answer it. I'm not a biologist. Now, what would motivate her to say something like that? She can't define what a woman is. Why? Because you see this transgender, gender trans, ABC, LQB, CIA, FBI, whatever it is that they're talking about, Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff, family. Look, man, there's a group of people who have an agenda, and it's becoming so obvious now that we can no longer just turn a blind eye. I mean, it is blatantly being pushed in your face. When a bank, a financial institution, first of all, that does very little and gives people hell on earth to get things going, and BIM, the Scotia, the Flying S's, that's what it's really for. When they start to support programs like the Junior Monarch, and especially pushing this a thing about bashment soca, encouraging all young people to have a fulfilling, experience of God knows what they're imagining. I really can't begin to imagine what they're imagining. Family, we gotta draw the line, man. I mean, at this point, we gotta draw the line and say, hold up a minute, man. Something is inherently wrong with this picture. And the mere fact that the churches are sitting down quiet, the mere fact that most people are sitting down quiet, the mere fact that the government, well, let me phrase that, the ministers, the politicians are sitting down quiet, should tell you that, you know what, they're not interested or they're all for it. So now what are we to do, us good people? Well, it's time we armed ourselves. And by arm ourselves, no, Emmanuel is not talking about no revolution or a coup overthrowing the government with violence. Nevertheless, a coup, coalition of united people. We're talking about a coalition of united people coming together with one objective, and that is to separate ourselves from this madness and save our own children. Because anybody who supports this would have to be sick even more so than those who are sick, that don't know they're sick, that trying to convince you that they're not sick by having you become sick by accepting their sickness as a norm. I know I'm not repeating that. Madness, man. This is absolute madness. That's why we want our young people to gyrate and have a fulfilling future. Y'all people pedophiles, man. Y'all sick. Y'all sick. Y'all sick. Carol, you need to resign too, man. Add her name to the list of individuals along with Wilfred. Y'all going after the children. You see, we're going to start with y'all. We get to the others a little later. Because once the others see that we came straight for your head, you'll know that we ain't playing. See, right now, y'all think we playing. Y'all think this is a gimmick. So y'all going to just keep doing it. They love the money, right? Check this out then. Let me go a little step further. One more step further. This is a documentary that came out, and I don't necessarily promote other platforms technically, but I got to promote this without question. Let me go ahead and copy this link. I'm going to put this in the chat here. Let me go ahead and put this one in the chat. I want y'all to write this down. Write this link down. This is critical. Write this down. I'm going to put this up. This is a document that came out recently, and Matt Welch, and Mr. Welch kind of did something that I had never seen done before. And I won't get into all of it now. I mean, I think it'd be a bit complicated. What I'm going to do, however, is let me put the link up first. Let me just go and put this link up. Let me put this link. It's on the Daily Wire. It's an original documentary, and a lot of different media houses denied it, didn't want to put it up. They actually banned it, so they had to do it online. Basically, that's what happened. And it is profound, family. I just put the link up right there. You must, this is an absolute must watch. You must watch this. You must share this with your church group. Share this with your conscious group, your WhatsApp group, your school PTA group. Share this. I mean, share this. Very thought-provoking. I must admit, again, shout out to the Duke and his family on this one here, man. Give thanks for the insight and the info, man. For real. For real. Let me see if I could just go ahead and skip to 1-2 parts. Because it's kind of, well, it's not long. It's an hour and a half, roughly. But there's some profound parts and messages in it that I think is important. Let me see where to go. Let me go here. Yeah, let me go here.
But just because I feel that way, does that mean that it's true?
I mean, if it's your reality. If it's your reality. It's truly like none of my business.
So we all have our own
identity.
Realities? What if I said, I want you to say that it's true that I'm a woman? Would you say that?
Okay, you're a woman. I would also say that.
If you want.
Yeah.
I honestly don't care. Like, whatever makes you happy.
What's true to you can be false to me. So like, it's like.
What if I said that it's true? My truth is that you don't exist. Does that mean you no longer exist?
I mean, if that's your truth, sure. I don't. Because
imagine this, like all these people, he's answering the question, what is a woman? And you'd be surprised at the answers he gets. And in some cases, no one even has the ability to answer it correctly.
I think so. I mean, I thought.
That's what you think.
Well, I should have known it would be hard to define reality in Hollywood. I should probably look to the place where truth is the foremost pursuit.
Check this out.
The American University.
Now, you would think that at university, you would get a clear-cut picture. Yo, check this out. These are people who are professors, PhDs, got the degrees, doctorates, this kind of stuff.
Not just reduce gender to what psychologists might call individual differences, but rather thinking about gender. And that's not women and man, but gender as a social form, something that kind of infuses itself into virtually all aspects of social life.
Gender is a social form.
Let's talk about that then. I guess we should start with, we've got gender and sex, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the two? Is there a difference?
I saw that in your questions and I thought, my goodness, this is what we spend an entire semester kind of thinking through. But what we tend to think about in the social sciences today is that sex refers to a set of biological characteristics and gender is a social construct or category. What I think is often misleading about that characterization is allowed to be sort of messy and complicated. But in that framing, when you split them up into these wholly discrete constructs, studies scholars, and really more specifically people who study gender and sex, we're not talking about sexuality right now, in the kind of academic universe that I travel in.
More and more madness.
Is that we see how deeply
this is university level, you know.
Gendered ideas, cultural ideas about masculinity and femininity, maleness and femaleness, both in humans and...
Listen, man, this guy is ridiculous, but listen to what happens next.
And in lots of other animals.
So are gender and sex two different things, or?
Well, I think that they both are and they aren't. I'm comfortable saying that gender and sex are two different constructs, but they're deeply intertwined with each other.
We're talking about gender and sex, and there's a lot of controversies there. If we're talking about a trans woman has all of the male physical characteristics, so would that not be a male then? Couldn't we plainly say this person is a male?
Well, I guess it's like, why are you asking the question? I think
You hear that? He wants to know why you asking the question. Why you asking this question? Because you know what? At the end of the day, right? I mean, it's becoming more and more obvious. And by the way, let me just say this because I don't know some folks may, you know, let me say this up front. I'm not sharing this as a means of promoting whatever y'all homophobic something or some crap like that, or this what's the new word? This function or some other crazy stuff. Nah, this is information that makes perfect sense. And those of us who live a different reality have a different reality, which is like you want to have your different reality. You're free to have that. But trying to convince everybody else this is the norm. No, these are teachers who actually subscribe to some of this ideology or this way of thinking or this reality or whatever y'all want to call it, this construct. And these who teaching the children. But wait, there's more.
Well, I want to understand sort of why that's so important. So if someone tells
just
you...
to sort of understand reality, you know?
Well, I mean, I think when someone tells you who they are, you should believe them. So if a person says that they're a woman or they're a man, then that's them telling you their gender is. I'm not so sure what social interactions would have to do with maleness or femaleness that would.
Well, I'm not even talking about social context. I'm just trying to start by getting to the truth, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really uncomfortable with that language of like getting to the truth. Again, in social life.
Why is that uncomfortable?
Because it sounds actually deeply transphobic to me. And
the word truth is transphobic. Just the word truth.
Truth.
And if you keep probing, we're going to stop the interview.
If I probe about what the truth is?
You keep invoking the word truth, which is condescending and rude. I'm saying to you.
How is the word truth condescending and rude?
Why don't you tell me what your truth is? And you're walking on 30 seconds more of thin ice before I get up.
What my truth is? Well, I don't think I really have a truth. I think that there's just the truth, like the reality. And so we should begin by trying to figure out what the reality is.
And why are you concerned with when someone else tells you that they're a man, or even if they use the word male, why are you concerned with not believing them?
Well, you keep bringing it back to, you know, how do you respond in a social situation? But,
that's what I do. I'm a social scientist.
Well, right. But we're in a university. This is a place of understanding truth, isn't it? Or
Absolutely. We
But the
pursue truth, and I'm a social scientist, and that's what I do.
You just said the truth is transphobic.
That you would say, if you're saying the truth is that I get to say, you're not a man, show me your genitalia, that's transphobic.
No, I don't want to see anybody's genitalia. I just mean someone can make a statement about themselves that could be untrue. Like, for example, if I were to say that I'm a black man, would you accept that, or would you be skeptical?
Are you black? Are you African American? Are you biracial?
I don't think so.
Well, you don't look that, and I don't think it doesn't sound like that's a genuine statement of
Madness,
who you are.
madness.
Okay, so that's my point. I could make a statement about who I am that's incorrect.
Of course, I think it's well established that human beings can lie, yes.
Or not even lie. I mean, I could just be mistaken.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
I guess this all comes down to really one question, especially women, gender, and sexuality studies. So what is a woman?
That's it.
Why do you ask that question?
I just really like to know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
Well, I'm asking. That's why I came to a college professor who's this is what you do.
What other kinds of answers have you gotten?
This is crazy. Anyhow, when y'all get a chance,
a lot of like this where you're not answering, and I've gotten a lot of that. So
I think it's interesting that you say that some of the people you've interviewed have been reluctant to answer it, and I think that has a lot to do with the questions that preceded it and the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
How have I conducted myself?
How do you think you've conducted yourself?
You just really don't want to answer the questions, do you?
I came today very willing and enthusiastic about answering questions about women and gender sexuality studies, which is
so you wanted to answer questions about women's studies, and so
anyhow, family.
The first answer you should be able to provide is what exactly is a woman.
Well, for me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is that?
As a woman.
Do you know what a circular definition is?
Yes. Going around and around and around and never answer the question. Listen, y'all have to watch this. It's much deeper, but very profound. Very simple, but very profound. Understand that there's an agenda that's being pushed, whether we want to accept it or not, whether we think, it doesn't matter or not, it matters. And it matters a lot. And it matters a lot to the people who are pushing this whole agenda, because they do have a plan. And trust when I tell you, it is nothing good. It's nothing good. I mean, the children right now are exposed to things that they had never had to even think about before. And this is being pushed over and over and over. The link, I'll put it back. The link is up there. I put it up somewhere higher up in the comments. I'll post it again. Hang on a second. Let me go and get this right here. I'll post this again. Let me go ahead and post this.
I do.
Hang on.
It's sort of like what you're doing right now, where a woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you're seeking what we would call in my field of work an essentialist definition of gender. I think it sounds like you would like me to give you a set of biological or cultural characteristics that are associated with one gender or the other.
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
Yeah, and I gave you one.
Well, now I can say I've been to college. Glad I didn't pay for it. Is there any?
This is crazy, family. You got to definitely. I'll give you one more. This was hilarious. Not this one. Definitely not that one. Yeah.
People who are women.
People do have hang-ups. There's a lot of things hanging right now during this conversation.
We're going to skip past this.
Can anyone be any gender?
I think trans women what it means to be women.
I'm asking all kinds of people. Can anyone have an opinion about it?
Only people who are women. Gay men don't know nothing about what it means to be a woman.
You hear that?
Have you told gay men here in San Francisco that they're not allowed to talk about this?
No. But it's not like I come around and say what a gay man is allowed to be.
So you're saying if you're not a woman, then you shouldn't have an opinion.
Where does a guy get a right to say what a woman is? Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
This is actually a genuine mistake. I am sorry I even came up there.
You want to tell us what a woman is?
Okay, so that settled that. The best part about this whole thing, though, family, and I must share this before, the best part about this whole documentary is, without question, this brother went to Africa. He went all the way to Africa looking for a definition.
Find an answer. Maybe I'm looking too close to home.
Now get this. This is the most profound part. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. You gotta love this, family. Kilimanjaro. You gotta love this part the best. I mean, I have to show this, if nothing else. Just this clip. Yeah, beautiful. Look, this touched me, man. This touched me.
We came a long way to come and talk to you guys. Thousands of miles from America. So thank you for inviting us into your tribe, first of all.
I can say it is my pleasure to meet you and feel most welcome. But you're here to learn with me. I'm here to learn with you too.
Great. What's the right form here?
Okay, let me skip this.
It's just
with the elbow?
Yeah.
So they say that I have a woman trapped inside me.
They want to know a woman has the breast.
Yeah.
Secondly, she has a vagina.
Vagina.
And the question is, does this man deliver?
Does he deliver babies? No, not as far as I know.
Yo, they laughed at him. They hold on. They laughed at him. The men laughed. The idea, right, that a man trapped inside a woman trapped in a man's body was hilarious. They laughed at it. They had never heard nothing like that in all day life. In all day life, you know what I'm saying? Period. But what was interesting is when he went to the women, in terms of the role women play, and even just looking at the sisters here, man. I mean, it was like, for me, it was like, man, look, man, you can't make this up. Let me go ahead and get that.
Never.
They laughed at him.
What is a woman, if you had to give it a definition?
She's saying a woman delivered, a man cannot.
So it sounds like you don't spend a lot of time thinking.
Simple. A woman delivers, a man cannot. Now, even if they could create artificial wombs and stuff, which is what they do with the sisters with a hysterectomy, when they get these fry boys and stuff, and they go until you got to cut your womb out. When they cut the womb out, they don't discard it. You know, they actually sell this stuff. And now, from what I understand, they're selling these wombs to men to insert in themselves to give birth or some madness like that. But the point I want to make is it's not natural. It's simple, because at the end of the day, whether he has a womb or not, he's still a man, biologically speaking. The point I want to make, though, family, is that there are people who are targeting children and they're pushing a lot of this agenda, a lot of this idea in the minds of the children. You got to talk to your children, family. You got to take a little time. You got to take a little minute, whether or not we realize it. We got to have that little uncomfortable conversation like the sister was just saying, but a different kind of reason. We're not having it to allow them to express themselves freely and have a fulfilling life when we going to chart their path. Nah, that ain't what she talking. That ain't nah. What we dealing with is letting them know of the dangers and the traps that these wicked, I don't like to use the word wicked. I really don't like to use the word wicked at all, really and truly, because me personally, this is a whole different level. If it was wicked, we could have probably worked with it. This right here, different conversation. We got to talk to our children, family, and enlighten them into the truth of the reality of this sickness. Facts. The same way they're trying to convince your children in your absence, you better step up, pay attention, family. You know, this ain't no game, man. This is serious business. So when y'all get a chance, watch that documentary. I definitely support it 100 for sure. It's very informative, I must admit that, and very enlightening in a very simple way, for sure, for sure. But wait, there's more. Now, I came across this article. Let me see if I can find it again. Is this the one? Barbados Today. Is this the one? Oh, wait a minute. Let me pull this up first. I think they're both kind of related. This was in the, what paper is this? This is Barbados Today. Is this the one? Yes. Mr. Let me touch this real quick, man. This is Mr. Ishmael. This is the other guy, you know, who came up the other day talking about, let me go and share this, Mr. Barbados Today. So, back in the news again, another minister. But this minister is the one that we did a video for the other day. Minister condemns WhatsApp message about Trident card. Now, the funny thing is this. Minister of Industry, Innovation and Science and Technology, Davison Ishmael, has described as irresponsible and reprehensible a circulating WhatsApp voice note denouncing the Trident National ID card. The message claims that the government is seeking to infringe on the rights of its citizens. They use the word infringe. You see, right there. Use the word infringe. I hope you. Anyhow, infringe on the rights of the citizens and involve in spying on them. Ooh, this sounds like some real mysterious novel here. The minister maintained that there is absolutely no truth at all to this, and he expressed his disappointment with those who would seek to infer that the digital ID system is being used for unethical activities. The minister described the allegations that the government is charged. The minister described the allegations that the government is charging Barbadians for the new ID as blatantly untrue. He asserts that the ID card is free. However, if you lose your card, you are required to pay a fee to have it replaced. The same thing happens right now with current ID cards. Indeed, the cost of the replacement has increased, and whilst the price of this set by the Electoral and Boundaries Commission, I believe this reflects the cost of the new card and the process that is required to invalidate the old card and issue a new card. Okay. He stressed that the card is a passive card and is essentially the same as your bank card, which contain the same chip and PIN technology. It contains no power source, so unless it is inserted into a reader or tapped on a terminal, it cannot transmit anything. It cannot do anything or on its own. The QR code or the machine readable zone can only be read if you present them to someone to be read, which is actually why they are on the back of the card and not the front. Therefore, the card holder is in full control. Yada, 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 yada. Now, if I had, I wonder if, not if I had, I am sure I have. Let me see real quick. This guy got some nerve, man. He said the cards are not what y'all think it is. Stop spreading lies and propaganda. That's not what's going on. It's not that kind of a card. It's not. Y'all are spreading untruths, trying to make it look like I am trying to trick my fellow Barbadians into getting some sort of technology that will, be more harmful than good. I can actually find this, and I'm sure I can if I just click on this other link. Y'all remember the video he brought out with him talking about the card? Y'all remember that video? And he was describing the card. He was going on and on about it. He was telling us, oh, yes, well, it hasn't this technology and that technology and this technology and that technology. Y'all remember? I'm looking for it. Let me show you how these ministers, you can put his name on the list too. Add him to the list. Because he just stuck his foot so far up his own. He looked like he's going to be Yes, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. I'm here scrolling up. Let me see if I find this. Is it? In case I'm missing it. I'm looking for it because I know I have it on the side somewhere. I'm looking for it. Give me a second, man. This, yeah. Here we go. Trident is coming. Is this it? Is this the video though? No, this not. Is this the video? Yes, no, yes, no. I didn't see it. You might be lucky. Wait a minute, Andrew. I might have passed it. Let me look again. Because I'm sure and I'm certain that he said something along those lines. And if he didn't say it, let me see if this is it right here. Let me take a look. Security benefit. Nope, that's not the one. Is this the one here? Is this the one? No, but let me see if I can zoom in on this one real quick. Let me see this card here real quick. One of the things that they're not telling you is that, like I said, he's saying the card can't transmit, right? Unless it is involved in a reader. But guess what? Those devices that they recently established across Barbados, like I told you, are readers. It's designed to read the same technology that's in the new, road tax certificate or whatever they call it. Well, if the technology is already in place, what is there to stop the government from reading your ID card as you pass through and forth in between these same devices? You know, I mean, he didn't speak to that, but maybe he's unaware of this. But I just want y'all to realize that they're going to do whatever they have to do to convince you to go out and get this card. As far as he's saying that, the other lie he told, by the way, is that the card is free. Now, you and I know very goddamn well that this card isn't free. Because guess what? Your tax dollars is the money that's paying for it. So all these tax increases and all this, the money that the cards weren't volunteer, wasn't donated, wasn't designed for free. Somebody designed those cards, got paid to do the design on those cards. We'll probably get, I don't even know if they have royalties for every card that's printed. I mean, money is being spent, and that's taxpayers' money. So the notion that the card is free is double speak. It sounds good to the ear, but the reality is you'll feel it come tax time. That's just the reality. So the card isn't free. And yes, the card can be read by a device. And guess what? They just install a bunch of devices all across the island. So as far as whether the card can pin information to and from on the internet, who's to say? Because after all, the card has one feature on it that I don't see on my bank card. I don't see it on my bank. As a matter of fact, let me show you the feature that's on the card that is actually not on your bank card. Let's see if we can zoom in on this thing real quick. Can we zoom in on this? Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Let me go ahead and share this real quick before we jump out of here, man. Yeah. Can y'all see that? This is the Trident ID, Mr. John Joseph, or Joseph John, whichever comes, whichever order. Right here. See this little symbol right here in the corner? Looks like almost like a Wi-Fi symbol. Yeah. That symbol. I don't recall seeing it on my card, my bank card. I'll check again. But do me a favor, because, you know, we're politically incorrect. If you can see this picture, hopefully you can see it clearly. I hope you can see it clearly. If y'all can see it clearly, let me know. Give me some feed forward, man. Just give me some feed forward. Give me a response. Let me know you can see it clearly. Let me know. So that everything. Go check your bank card and see if you find. Let me hold on, man. Let me go ahead and expand this. See if you can see this image right here. This little image right here If you could see it. This image right here. This little image right here. See, I'm pointing to it? Yeah. Go look at that. Let me know if you find that on your bank card. And we're going to know if what he's saying is so. Let me know what's going on, family. Because like I said, y'all already know, man. They know what they're doing. I hope y'all know what you're doing, man. As far as him not being happy with the voice notes, who cares? Anybody happy with y'all? Period. So anybody who likes y'all are those who benefiting financially. And even the ones who benefiting financially actually don't like y'all. It's just the money. You take with the money, and bet half them people that smile in your face wouldn't even smile. Wouldn't even smile. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. But before we go, let me just put one more thing up that I think is very important. Now, I saved this one for last for obvious reasons, because it's a serious matter. Remember a little time back I talked about the youths and tourism and what's going on? Well, guess what? Apparently, crime is now a threat to the Barbados reputation and tourist sector, at risk of being what? Casualties of shootings. Now I wonder what made them say that. I wonder what sparked this. Can y'all imagine what would have sparked this? Think about it for a second. So now Barbados is interested in the fact that crime could affect tourism. So in other words, once the crime and the shootings don't got nothing to do with the tourists, we don't care. But the minute the tourist sector can become a problem, or the reputation of Barbados with regard to the safety of tourists is a problem. They said drink water and mind your business, right? But let me say this. Let me say this, man. If y'all, right, don't see what's going on, right, I really feel sorry. I don't even know if another way I could say it, man. Like, they have they print this stuff right in front of you. This is not like a secret. This is printed in front of you. So now all of a sudden, see, you know how many mothers had to bury their sons? How many mothers are still visiting their children at Dodds? And not a word. Not a word from the prime servant. No condolences to young men losing their life in the street, regardless of the reason. We know the real reason. We know the symptoms that get the blame, but we know the real reasons. But now that the tourist is potentially at risk of being casualties of shooting surge, now we want to have the conversation about crime being a threat. You never listen when LR they talk to you. You never listen when the bingy man a reason and I walk with you. Never listen when Biap a talk. You never listen when Biap was talk. Y'all never listen when we was talking, huh? Imagine Biap told y'all about this over a decade ago. A decade ago. Y'all behind time, man. Y'all behind time, family. They're literally telling you we don't care nothing about you. We care about the tourists and the image that the tourists have of Barbados. Family, you can't want it no plainer than this. Between the lady trying to sell and prostitute your children for the said tourists. Man, look, I didn't even go in there tonight because it's Friday and the Sabbath, you know. But it's lawful to do good on the Sabbath, so I suppose I have my right standing. Shout out to the rooftop, by the way. Yeah, y'all know where y'all at. Politically incorrect coming there sometime soon in a not too distant future. Live on the road. We're going to do a live on the road broadcast. Never listen when Be apt to talk, huh? Yeah, Corey, check and tell me the chip on that same card. I don't know. But we do know the chip can be read, Mr. Minister. We ain't foolish. Trust me, you and I bright neither. But we do know those machines do read it, and you can't tell me the machines aren't there to read. So how silly are you for even suggesting that? And as far as the unethical part, ethics is a funny thing. I don't think politicians have the authority or the morality to speak about ethics. That is a complete oxymoron to you, bro. You out of your league on that one. For sure, for sure. I'm not a hunter, but I was told, right, that somewhere in the north, you know, where the North people live, the Eskimos, they go hunting. And one of the things they do when they're hunting the wolves, when they're hunting, is that they'll take a blade, and they'll take this blade and they'll smear it with blood. And they'll take the blade and they'll stick it in the ice, and they compact the ice around it so that the blade stands up and the blood is running down. And then the wolf, being a hunter, will smell the blood, and they'll come from all over. They run and run, and they smell this blood, and they'll come. And the hunter, he'll sit back and just watch and watch. And as the wolf come close to the knife, the blade that's sticking out of the ice that's solid, the wolf by instinct will start to lick the blood. But the more the wolf licks the blood off the blade slices the tongue of the wolf. And the wolf thinks he's being sustained by this blood and this thirst for blood, that he keeps licking and licking and licking and licking and licking his own blood, not realizing that he's bleeding to death. And slowly but surely, the wolf loses energy and eventually staggers off and collapses. Then the hunter comes out and takes the wolf and skins him and uses the skins and whatnot. And people always blame the wolf, like, how stupid is the wolf? He's a stupid wolf. But no one ever blames the hunter for putting the knife in the ice in the first place. I'm not going to say that Barbadians and people in the wider Caribbean and throughout the world don't have choices. I'm going to say that in the day of information, like Bob, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. To be a fool in this day and age is because you choose to be. There's too much information available right in front of you to see right through the smoking screens and the mirrors and everything else, the illusions that they put in front of us. Even this thing about climate change. Think about it. Climate change. The ice is melting. If you want to be truthful, if you think about it, they talk about the ice age. Well, the last ice age happened however long ago. I don't know. You could go look it up. But the ice from the ice age has been melting ever since. It hasn't stopped melting. Why? Because the earth have been getting warmer and warmer ever since. It goes through a cycle. And the cycle is because of the elliptical spiral orbit it takes around this so-called sun, which is another conversation. We won't touch on that. But it goes through a cycle. It goes from cold to warm, kind of just like the seasons. You know what I mean? It's a galactical season, from warm to cold and from cold to warm. But guess what? It's not global warming. It's just warming. It does that. It's a cycle, and you cannot stop it. Full stop. There's nothing. It hasn't a thing to do with your carbon emission. Yes, you pollute the atmosphere. Yeah, but that's not what's making it warmer. That is definitely not what's making it warmer. You're going to soon find out, though. Don't worry. Don't worry. Anyhow, family, I don't know what just happened there just now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there you go. That was a close one. Anyhow, family, let me go ahead and what time is it? Yeah, let me get up out of here for now. I give thanks for those who stayed. Everything, just another puppet and give position to and before. Script to follow. Yeah, he got a script to follow. And Corey said that the chip that has the same Wi-Fi symbol. Check it out, people. Okay, well, check this out, people. The machine reads the card. Like he said, it can only be if you read the machine, if the card is read through a device or you tap it. Well, we know that. but they do have devices around the island that read cards. That same FRID technology. He failed to mention that, nevertheless. But look into it, family. Just look into it. Go look into it. Because the reality of the fact is, no one ever asked for no new ID cards. They felt we need to have them. Obviously, they have their reasons for that. They won't tell you now. I'm sure you'll find out later. It's almost a guarantee. Oh, and just for the record, I didn't get to do it tonight, but I'll go ahead and say it anyhow. Notice that monkeypox allegedly now is in the Caribbean. It's funny because now that monkeypox has arrived, they open up the borders and you got the different powder fets and fat for the powder and the powder with the fat and all this other stuff going on and crop over and all this stuff going on. In my mind, right, all I'm hearing, I mean, when they talk about this crop over thing, all I can hear, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. And I'm not hearing nothing else. They say that they got, different parties, fets, different places. You just got to bring your what do you call it? The passport or something card and the recent swab thing. And the truth is, right, in my mind, when I heard him say that, I thought of one thing. And one thing only. So when you're there having your fun, right? Y'all jumping up and down. Remember this one thing, right? It's soaking time, right? Soaking time, right? Remember this one thing, family. Monkeypox. Monkeypox, 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 monkeypox. It coming this year. Monkeypox, it clear. Monkeypox, it everywhere. Yeah. Okay, let me start. I'm just. Ignore me, man. I be having fun. Because this is hilarious. Monkeypox, 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 monkeypox. Yeah, come get your monkeypox, family. That's all I can tell you. You can get your new ID card, you good shopping, your money gets sent to your card. You ain't got to worry. Y'all locked back down. Everything is all right. Part 2 of the Corona episode will be here shortly. I'm sure by Christmas you'll hear about it because after all, there's a new variant out now. In case y'all haven't heard, there's a new variant. Oh, and a new vaccine to go with the new variant. In case y'all haven't heard, this is shot number 6 now. Yep, shot number 6, family. It's called Omicron 2. Yo, this is like a movie, man. This is like this. It's called Omicron 2. I kid you not. B2, I think it's called, or 2B2 or some of that. But go Google it. Omicron is back with a vengeance. It's like Friday. It's like Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street meets scare movie and Stephen King. Something like that. This is crazy. You cannot make this up. Omicron is back. It's a new variant. It's called the Omicron 2 or B2. Go look it up. And they actually have a new vaccine designed specifically for that because none of the rest doesn't work at all. As a matter of fact, they said those who have the vaccine are being affected more by this new Omicron. It's as if Omicron had a twin that came back for vengeance against the Omicron vaccine and the variant. Stay tuned, family. You cannot make this up. Go look it up. I'll share some more of that on Monday. I promise you that, man. Variant BA5, if that's what it's called. But I know for sure that Omicron 2 is upon us, man. Anyhow, y'all go party and collect your monkeypox. You know what I'm saying? Just go get your monkeypox and you guys be fine. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Really and truly. But We out of here, man. We out of here, man. I mean, let me go and drop my tune. I was going to play it earlier, man. I was going to play this one earlier, man. This one here, man. This one here for Digicel, man. And whoever work at Digicel that got my personal situation dealing with. This is for you, man.
Hello, bad mind. Good morning.
This is for you, man.
No say you never want to me wake up. We keep talking.
This is for you, Digicel.
Yeah. Hello, bad mind.
Hello.
How you doing today? How you doing today?
Yeah.
Me no wanna change face round me, I just saw me steer. I tell them me no big friend. No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real too. Me no love lights, me no fright. Me money and people.
Real thing, father. Real thing, real thing. You can't stop it.
No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real too.
Hold on, let me pull out for the top, man. Me no beg friend, Digicel. No beg friend. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all making me
Hello, bad
stronger.
mind. Good morning.
Yeah.
No say you never did want to me wake up. We keep talking.
It's all right. We gonna keep talking,
Yeah.
though.
Hello, bad mind.
Hello.
How you doing today? How you doing today? Me no wanna change face round me, I just saw me steer. I tell them me no big friend. No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real too. Me no love lights, me no fright. Me money and people. Dirty bad mind, me no need you. Me no big friend. No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real too.
Me no big
me
friend.
no love lights, me no fright. Me money and people. I scared good over evil.
Good over evil, man.
Things me no follow back a man woulda never beg a dollar, much less beg a gun. Me no see people things and a soup.
We don't beg a dollar, no. We don't beg a gun here.
The program bad man inna your head, them want fi sound it off. Come and give me ginger here, boy. Yeah, my boy. Love ya. Pagans now see me falter, plus friend me no shut up. So hello, bad mind. Good morning.
Good morning.
No say you never did want to me wake up. We keep talking.
Keep talking, man.
Yeah. Hello, bad mind. How you doing today?
Digicel.
Doing today. Me no wanna change face round me, I just saw me steer. I tell them me no big friend.
Me no
no,
beg
me
friend,
no running from people. Me stinking
Jeez,
link, me
man.
stay real too. Me no love lights, me no fright. Me money and
Armageddon.
people. Dirty bad mind, me no need you. Me
Armageddon.
no big friend. No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real too. Me no love lights, me no fright. Me money and people. I scared good over evil. So me no beg none of them nothing. Cause me don't have me king them. Fi do that something them me no intend. Stay up on the beach, me no swim with shark and dolphin them. So me life no dirty like a pig pen. Every day me hear about
Let's swim with shark, no dolphin.
See me think I shot I want to visit that.
Them dirty like pig pen.
That give me couple kick and box, but them can't do it, so go and dream. Hello.
Can't kick and boxy Rastaman here.
Morning. No say you never
Can't kick and boxy Rastaman, not even in a technological way, man. Can never stop the eye.
Hello, bad mind. How you doing today?
Y'all gonna keep playing on my show up at your doorstep with a camera.
Wanna change face round me, I just saw me steer.
Broadcast live from Digicel's headquarters, man.
No, me no running from people. Me stinking link, me stay real.
Stay real, family. We not frightened for money. Monday, family. Monday. Straight good over evil, family. Remember that. Straight good over evil all day, every day. We're going to have to bring the elder in. They got some information he was sharing me up to yesterday. Man, you just cannot make this stuff up. So next week, we're going to bring the elder again. Probably Monday. Might have to split it. Let me see if we get hold of the other brethren. Let me see how it goes. But definitely going to shout the elder next week for sure, and drop some more information on y'all. Y'all know the elder next door, right next door. We got to stop this like now. And the thing is, it's happening though. That's the thing. It's happening. What they say, the revolution will not be televised. But it doesn't mean that it will not be a revolution. Because as I speak, the revolution is already unfolding. You see, Boris, I don't get tight with it, You might say, well, I don't know who else going to come up even worse than him. Well, that may be true too. The point I want to make is that the window of opportunity is there for us to move. Move, family. Oh, and by the way, almost forgot one last thing. Wait, hold up. Did I actually receive it? Let me see. Hold on, let me check real quick. I was supposed to get the image. Let me see if I got the image so I can put this up and post it. Okay, let me put this one up. I'm gonna put this one up. But no, I didn't speak to her. Okay, will do. Will do. Yes, officially by next week, want y'all to go ahead and put your orders in early for those who are still interested. Yes, we have something exciting to share with you. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up real quick though first. Let me go ahead and share this as well. I think y'all need to see this to believe this. Coming soon. Coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. And by soon I mean like real soon. You have to put your order in early because these liable to go like hot cakes, man. So yes, we have some good news for you. We officially have our t-shirts coming, politically incorrect t-shirts. Yes, they coming, they on their way. Exciting times. So you could always tell a friend to tell a friend, let it be known. Politically incorrect is in the building. So I think there's sort of 4 colors. It is black, army green, 3 colors, black, army green, and maroon. I think that's it. We're gonna have t-shirts and baby tees. So I'm telling you up front, I can't wait to be rocking mine. I can't wait to be rocking it. Rocking you. Shout out to David Levy, by the way. Rocking you all day, every day. But yeah, politically incorrect t-shirts are finally on their way. The minute they land, you'll know. So go ahead and get your orders in early. I want to put some stuff on the page. I'll put up the different images, the different colors, and you could go ahead and let us know. Inbox and a message. You probably put a number up you can contact. The same WhatsApp number. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and post that real quick too while we're here. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. We on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 8 p.m. Y'all already know, unless there's some sort of hiccup. We on at 8 Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, Atlantic Standard Time. If you want to support the platform, the PayPal account is eberilla@gmail.com. You already know that work. The same credit card, the same PIN, make it happen. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you want to send us some information, you want assistance in anything, email us at politically.in.correct246@gmail.com. And our number is 246-838-8253. Tell a friend, tell a friend. You can WhatsApp that number, as a matter of fact, and tell us if you're interested in the t-shirt and what size and what color. So you can go ahead and do that all now. But rocking mines everywhere. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know so good. They rocking it everywhere. Everywhere we go, man. We dropping it. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Monica said she wanted army green. I can't even front though, right? Jackie said FedEx hers, please. Oh man, we gonna have to talk to FedEx, man. Make it happen. Jacqueline, army green. See, that's why I said the army green. But I want the army green and the maroon, and of course, I want the black. Yes, picture walking in them. For sure. The sizes will be small, medium, large, and extra large. That I know for sure. Small, medium, small, 4 sizes. Small, medium, large, and extra large. I think the smalls are a limited amount, and the extra large might be a limited amount, unless there's a special order, in which case, again, indicate that, and we'll customize to suit your specific needs. You know what I mean? Love for everybody. They said plus size need love too. I never did like that term, plus size. You know what I mean? Your size is your size, full stop. I know it's plus what, but like negatives, I don't know. But anyhow, let us know what you like. We got you covered. It's all good. So I want all the colors. Army green winning the battle. I ain't going front. The army green is official though. The army green look tough, but they limited. I can't front the army green because the army green was a bit challenging to get the t-shirts. Barbados wants certain vibes because the army green is a certain energy. You don't know. But yeah, we doing it though, family. So what y'all think about this t-shirt? How y'all think it look? Give me a whole heads up. They finally coming. Things happening on that level. I give thanks, man. All day, every day. One for every day. How you know, Maria? How you know so good? Black and army green, you see? Yeah. We're even working on something for the children too. I think I see a picture once with a 1Z. They had a 1Z for the baby with politically incorrect. I thought it was adorable. It was crazy. But yeah, Let me see if I can find the black one. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the black one. Let me show the black one look like, man. Let me see if I can pull this off. Okay. Let me thought the black one time. Hang on. Let me see if I can make this thing happen. Wait, I can't do it like that. I can't. They gotta do one at a time. They won't let me do more than one. So let me go ahead and do. I give one more. Let me give one more. I'd say give you two more. Yeah, give thanks. Give thanks for that. Give thanks for that. Let me give you two more. All right, so here we are. Let me see if I could download this really quick. Yes, here you go. Just gotta click this. Wrong direction. Click that. Hit download. And did it go through? Oh, here. Sorry, it didn't go through. All right, so here you are. Here's another one for you to look at. Download both of these. Give me your thoughts on this one as well. I wonder if I could skip this if I pull this up, if it would still allow me to do that. Let me see. Okay, it didn't allow me to do it, so I'll do it this way. And this one. All right, so this is the next one here. Hang on. So I'm doing the black one now for the guys. Of course, you got to get the guys involved in this thing here. You know it is already. Black, politically incorrect. See what's going on. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Politically incorrect. Be like, yo, what's that? Man, somebody said they want 2x. Wait, Andrew, you telling me you want 2x? Wait, hold on. Like I said, use the number, WhatsApp, and state your size. That's the best bet. That's your best bet. Let me go ahead and share this other one real quick here now too. Let me share this one here now real quick. Got one more to share with you. And my other favorite color, which is the female model in this particular one, the maroon. Yes, made with place it. That's the app that we're trying to test out. But these are the baby tees for the females versus the male t-shirts. Like I said, get yours, get yours. What about red? We'll be doing the three colors originally: the black, the army green, and the maroon. I'm sure we're gonna get into other colors as well, but based on requests. But definitely tell us if you want red. Maybe we can work out something for you as well. Maybe a special order. So just let us know. But these are the three colors we started with originally. That's pretty much already finalized to some degree. We can get into other custom sizes. But let us know what you're looking for. Like I said, the pricing, if I am not mistaken, maybe I shouldn't say that yet because I'm still waiting on the email back for the final stuff. I don't think I have that as yet. But Monday, stay tuned. If this is officially being launched, you will have it, all the information on Monday. If not, check the politically incorrect page for the information, and they'll probably be posted on our YouTube page as well. But definitely check it out. All right. And give thanks, family, for staying. Give thanks. This maroon though, man, the maroon though, family, the maroon smooth, man. It's smooth. It's smooth. It's smooth. It's smooth. Jackie's asking, what size are you? Is that a question for me, Jackie? Yeah, Natasha, we're working on the price. We're working on the price. We're working on the price. I just to keep the price as low as possible. The thing with the price is the cost of the t-shirts, but we're looking at a decent price. I tell you, nothing too over the top, nothing not under the bucket, but we're working on it. So give me till Monday to fine tune all them details. But y'all can have dreams over the weekend on how you want to look in your fresh coming out politically incorrect t-shirt. For real, for real. Oh, that's for Andrea. Okay. So Andrea, you're a 2X. Is that a 2X and a baby T? I can go on video call you because I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna hook you up though. Don't worry. You right here in BIM. We travel with all of them. You get to pick your size based on us interacting. So anyhow, family, give thanks, stay tuned. As always, man, and enjoy the rest of your night and make the best of it, Make the best of it, man. Because y'all already see what's going on, man. Let me get back my chronics, because I had a chronics to drop, man. I had a chronics to drop. I don't know if I could find it, but maybe I don't find it. But maybe I'll just leave it and let it go. Yeah, found it. Anyhow, we're gonna leave on that note, family. Like I said, though, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're interested in the shirts, definitely give us a call, WhatsApp, send us a WhatsApp message to that number, and let's go from there. This thing is happening, and there's a few of the things I definitely got to share by now. I can no longer hold it back. It's time to release it. So Monday, there's a lot coming. So tune in on Monday for sure. We have much to catch up on because of the delay for Wednesday and push back on tonight. We will catch up on Monday on the rest. So full joy. Haile Selassie the First, Empress Wazir Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. Remember, man, we're in this together. So it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. But y'all like the shirts? If you like the shirts, give me some feed forward. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. I definitely admit, man, loving it, loving the energy. And like I said, it's our time, man. It's our time. Let's just make this thing happen, right? If we don't do it, it ain't gonna get done, family. And that's a reality. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Anyhow, let me go ahead and drop this chronics real quick here now. Bam, ready to go. Okay, here we are. Another one of my favorite chronics, man. I'm gonna let this ride out, man. We'll fight this war spiritual, family. Y'all have a blessed night, right?
Stepping on the war, make a entry. Winnings, me innings, runnings, make a century. Steam chalice, we have the better sense. Better than we have parents have plenty. Babylon, them a free man in the city.
Get to find out the demon in the city when they all boil down.
To the deep and integrity, see clear them mix up in iniquity.
In iniquity, man.
Stepping on the wild battlefield with it.
They're coming for the children, family. They want the children, family. Not on our watch. Not on our watch, family. Hashtag defend the children by any means necessary. By any means necessary.
Full suit of armor, sword in a hand, ready to go chant down dirty Babylon, man a warrior boy. Tell them man a warrior boy. Chronics real warrior. Sila, real warrior.
Sila here.
Real warrior boy.
Jah over evil, family.
Babylon you might win the fight, but a
Christ win the war. Me no frightened for her.
And the money in the world and the prettiest girl.
Tell the old Jezebel, me no frightened for her.
It's on the roots and Baba war. If I don't come a war with you, no bother war. Hey, real Spartan in another war in a
khaki suit, let me go with Calabar. Me tell them from day one, yeah. Shout out to Lisa, by the way. Give thanks on the crown. You wanted to know, right? Give thanks, man.
They mix up in a over evil, right from the heart. Babylon free when the Gideon start, man a warrior boy.
Let the Gideon start, man.
Man a warrior boy. Full suit of armor, sword in a hand.
Chant down dirty Babylon.
Warrior boy. Tell them man a warrior boy. Chronics real warrior.
We out, family. Monday, family. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend, family.
Right from the heart. Babylon when the Gideon start, man a warrior boy. Tell them I'm a warrior, oh.
Put it together.
Full suit of armor, sword in the hand. Ready for guns and dumb dirty Babylon, man a warrior, oh.
Tell them I'm a warrior, oh.
Running street, Babylon, 10 view, yeah.
Sila.
Real warrior,
Yeah, we out, family. Monday, 8 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.